Let's meet two members of the Griswold family. They're on that European vacation. Jason Lively, Dana Hill. And I want to know, since many of you are seeing at least Jason's face for the first time, I'll start with Jason. How many years have you been in this business, or is this something of a first for you? And after that, let's get to Dana and get a contrast, because she's been around for a long time in this line of work. Jason, why don't you take it first?
Well, I'll take you in just a second.
Time out while we put Jason on the spot. You're going to be okay?
Yeah. Okay, here we go.
Right.
I'll just look messy, okay?
Is this the first time we have seen you in a commercial feature-length film?
Yes. Well, I was in Brainstorm, Natalie Wood's son, in that, and that was years ago, and it was a small part, but this is my first really substantial part in a major film.
Did you have to go out for this one, or did somebody come to you about it?
No, I was going to them.
In fact, let's compare notes on that, Dana. You have been around in this business. Is there ever a place where you don't have to go out for that role when they come to you?
You know, I think some of the megastars, Al Pacino, Dustin Hoffman, Barbra Streisand, Jane Fonda, people like that don't have to go out. They find properties of their own, or people offer them millions of dollars to do a film. I am not in that position. People are not throwing scripts at me. I still, you know, I'll go in. I'm lucky in the sense that usually I don't have to do all the preliminary interviewing. I'll usually just go in towards the end and only have to go in once or twice, as opposed to going in 4, 5, 6 times, as sometimes people have to do.
So there's a little difference.
There's
then,
a little
yeah.
difference. Not much, though. I'm certainly not up there in the star category at all, by any means.
Let's talk about the kinds of things that the both of you do best, and we'll stay with you and go to Jason next. You have been in a great variety of roles on television and in the movies. Any particular favorites, any directions that you've carved out that you think are best suited to you?
Oh, gosh. Well, you know, when you say favorites, I have favorites for different reasons on different things. Fallen Angel, which was a TV movie I did a few years ago, I consider one of my favorites because it was really the first of those movies that broke ground with social issues pertaining to sexual matters with children. Shoot the Moon was a favorite because of the people I got to work with and sort of establishing me in the industry. Cross Creek was a favorite because I got to work with Marty Ritt and Mary Steenburgen. Vacation was a favorite because I got to go to Europe, and it was a comedy, and I got to work with a woman director, and Jason and I had a blast together and stuff like that. So I have favorites for different reasons. But I enjoy the work that I do so much that each job that I do is a new experience, and I learn from all of them, and I have a good time on all of them.
And I'm glad you mentioned the Cross Creek experience, because when the fawn dies, had you watched the Claude Jarman original?
I had not. Now, I had read the book, but I did not see the original movie, and I purposely waited to see it until after I did the film. But it was, you know, it wasn't real hard to cry when you saw this animal that they had drugged up a little bit to, you know, to have it lie there. It wasn't difficult to cry, that's for sure.
Jason Lively, do you cry well on screen? Have you had to do that yet?
I cry now.
He's doing it now, by
I can. It took me a while. She just pours them out. But,
off screen too, maybe. Right?
when I hit her a lot, she cries 10, 12 times. No,
have you had, I guess what I'm saying is, have you had roles that have demanded that kind of range?
No.
Yeah.
I've come close. I've had to do that before, and auditions and things, and I was going to do a part in Red Dawn where I had to. This guy was just a crybaby. But that was right after the Twilight Zone, the movie, and they were running into a lot of complications, so I didn't do that. But
now, you guys are both members of the Griswold family here. And I suppose you have to see yourself as types. You are types of the American teenager, yes or no? Do you portray types that you recognize, maybe?
Yes, but see, to make this a comedy, they took him further than what you would normally see. But it is a definite type of teenager that acts this way, because I'm the girl-crazed teenage boy. That's my role in the movie. And I know a lot of guys like that, but I take it a little bit further.
Well, let's stay with the types while we're into this, okay? Wonder if we could pull back a little bit so we can get a long shot of everybody, because we've got boots that are 3/4 length, suspenders, very interesting checker stripe pattern there, Jason. We've got the hairstyle now with Dana. Now, the design that I can't fathom yet that's on the blouse.
Well, a friend of mine hand painted this. It's a woman. It's tough to see on TV, I'm sure, but I got it here in Venice, California. It's an original. It's an original dairy.
These styles, are they your own originals? Is there peer pressure for the teens of today to all dress alike, or what?
Well, mine's kind of.
This is the European look. You got this in Italy and stuff.
This is all European. I got these little glasses on King's Road in London.
Everybody should have them on their suspenders.
That's, on your suspenders, you got to wear suspenders. You got to have glasses on them. What I think.
Now, in the picture, will we see you decked out like this?
No, although I have a couple of kind of mauve outfits with some tiger skin pants and stuff, but overall...
Well, I'll tell you, these guys are dressed to travel, either at home and abroad. Jason Lively and Dana Hill. They're both members of the Griswold clan abroad in National Lampoon European Vacation. For KCTV5 in Los Angeles, I'm John Tibbetts.